Hi, welcome to Undead Yarn. This is episode 104. My name is Heidi, and you can find me as Knitty Girl on YouTube and on Ravelry, and you can find me as Undead Yarn on Instagram and, of course, Etsy. How are you guys doing? It's been a while. You can see I'm growing my hair in, and I have decided, I don't know, I have not decided yet if I'm going to dye it again or not, because the gray is a little uneven, but we'll see. I'm also not used to my normally dark brown hair. I am wearing a finished object, so I might as well just go ahead and I'll start with my finished object. This is Sunrise, Sunburn, Sunset Cowl by Laura Concert. And this is my, it's Fall Y'all colorway. You can see it's lots of different colors of like the fall foliage, and has quite a bit of brown in it. So this colorway is available in the shop right now. I also have two works in progress. One of them is just a blanket, no pattern. It's just a garter stitch blanket with this yarn that I would not normally buy. I found it at Tuesday Morning. It's called Voyager Yarn, and the name of the yarn is called Laguna, and it's fuzzy. And the reason I bought this is when you knit it, it looks like fur, and it feels so soft. The content of the yarn is 50% nylon, 10% wool, and 40% acrylic. If I'm looking off to the right, that's where my notes are. And let me show you what I have so far. I really like it. I wish I had found a white. I would have loved to make a little white. This is probably going to end up being a lap blanket. I would like to find a white, this in a white color. I think there's some other yarns out there right now that are similar. They don't have wool in them, but they are very similar. I have been keeping this in my Diana Couture bag, and this bag is big enough that I have fit 5 skeins of yarn in here. All the yarn that I have of it, I've fit in here. You can see. It's got a little handle. It's really pretty. It's made of silk. And you can see the little dragonflies. I've had this one for a while. I like that it snaps in the front. So let me show you. It will snap up here. And when I get closer, you can really see the color of my cowl better. That's more like what it looks like. So, oh yes, you can definitely see the colors much better from here. That shows all the variety of colors that are in it. And I made my cowl a little bit smaller because I like mine to be more hugging around my neck. Her pattern is actually for it to be bigger, so that you can double it up and wrap it around your neck. So this is the bag, and I have kind of overstuffed it, so it's kind of misshapen right now. But the nice thing about this bag is if you want to do color work, you can put 2 skeins in there, and then you can just pull them out through the front right here. And there's also some little pockets on either side, so you can put your stitch markers or your notions or whatever you want. So that is one work in progress. And I'm sorry, going off the screen, I shouldn't do that again because that was the one thing I had to put kind of far away. And my next thing I'm working on, I'm still working on the shawl. I have not finished my shawl yet. I just have not had as much knitting time as I normally do. Work has been crazy this year. There's just lots going on. And I think, am I in the middle of a row? I hate when I stop in the middle of a row. Now I've got yarn everywhere because I'm doing a 2-color shawl. So the yarn is kind of tangled everywhere. But I will show you what I can. It shouldn't be so bad now because I'm just down to 1 color at this point. I'm starting the edging. And the edging has a seed stitch border, and then there's another lace border after that. This is the Malice Domestica by Holly Chase, and you can find it on Ravelry. I have this in my Ravelry project page. And the two colors I'm using are the Halloween colors that are no longer available. It was Trick and Treat. And I will bring them back again next year if you're still looking for some. I have a few skeins of Trick, the pink left. If you really would like one, you can PM me, but they're not available on the site anymore. Okay, so it was double strand, or not double stranded, it's color work, so you can see the bottom. First I started with one color, and then there's color work back and forth, and then now it's back to the main color. And then at the end will be the other color, the pink, will be, this is a border, starting the border, and then the edging will be the pink. And I have that in a bag. I don't know who made it. It's a nice bag though, that I got at the Happy U before it closed. And this front part, I thought it was two separate pockets. It's actually one big pocket in the front that I found out when I was digging through. And I've actually been using this as my purse. I suppose I'm gonna have to change it soon since Halloween is over, but I'm actually enjoying this purse because it's pretty big. So I have my project in there with 2 skeins of yarn, and I also have my wallet and all my other stuff in there too. I do have another FO, and this one I'm excited about because this is going to be a gift. I don't think the person who I'm giving this to watches. I don't know for sure. I think she might have watched once or twice, so I'm not going to say who they're for, but her feet are a little bit bigger than mine, but they kind of fit on the sock blockers. I don't know if I don't think that it's really true to color because the colors, especially the gold, are much brighter than that. But it's pretty close. And the colorway right here, this part, is the full moon gradient that I'm going to show you again in a minute that was not previously named, and somebody gave me the name and I thought it was perfect. And then this right here is Crimson Peak colorway. This is all Undead yarn. Pretty much, well, except for the Voyager blanket, all the things that I've shown so far in my yarn. But these I made for somebody who really likes yellow and gold, so I hope she likes them. I didn't have enough of the gradient left to complete the whole sock, so I found a color that matched fairly close, and I did kind of a little fade around here. You can see it's still got the darker gold in it, and then that color is in this one too, so they kind of match. I'm hoping she'll enjoy them. So this, actually let me take those off so I can show you this. This is the colorway that I said I needed a name for it, and somebody suggested Full Moon, which I thought was wonderful. And that was, I've already sent a message to her. It was yarn. I love yarn. I'll have to look in a second. I can look on my Instagram feed and see what her handle is. But she commented on the podcast that she thought this Full Moon would be a good name for this gradient. And I think it's perfect because it's got the dark night sky and then the moon. So this is back up in the shop. I have it up listed right now as DK weight matching skeins, but I can also do it in DK weight, just do a single blank, or I could do also fingering weight. Hopefully I can get to that soon because my husband's done with his costume, so he'll clear off the table and I can put my knitting machine back up. I have not been able to use my knitting machine either because he's been in there working on his costume, and we were Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider's girlfriend